All right, we're going to talk about sail selection chart. So here we have in front of us a chart which is most commonly given by your sail maker. And your sail maker and you are going to work together to choose the suite of sails for your sailboat. And this chart we have on the x-axis true wind angle, and then on the y-axis true wind speed. So more basically, we're just understanding what kind of sail limitations are for each sail set and where they cross over one another, or hence the term crossover chart as well for this chart. So on the bottom left, we have our most common setup, the main and jib. The main and jib is great for close haul, close reach to beam reach, while we have anything from 0 or just a couple knots of wind up to whatever limits we have for those sails, generally between 14, 18 knots. As we sail more off the wind, we're going to switch to something like here, we have a code 0 in our main. So a code 0 is a bit bigger than a jib, and it's really good for reaching. So this is great for beam reach to broad reach sailing. And then we can even move further off the wind, and we see we have a main and a spinnaker. So a spinnaker is even larger than a code 0. It's more full, and it's really good for off the wind, deep reaching to sometimes even running or going downwind. And so this sail selection chart shows where each of those sails might cross over one another for their optimal use, and also their wind speed limits. This setup between a jib, code 0, and a spinnaker is probably the most common sail selection that we'll have on any cruising sailboat.
So as we move up the y-axis, we have the reefing schedule displayed in these thinner bubbles that are going across. So as the wind increases, we need to reef the sails or remove a sail. Maybe you switch to a stay sail in our case as well. So those, as the wind gets higher, that's what those bubbles represent.
I think the charts generally for a cruising boat look quite similar. There's going to be some small details and intricacies in terms of, say, the code 0. There's a range of actual code 0 or screechers that you can get. Maybe some are built more for upwind, so closer to your main and jib. Some are really big and full. They can almost be used like a spinnaker, more for the downwind stuff. But in general, the look of this chart will be quite similar for most cruising boats.
When you first start learning your boat and what sails you have, maybe you just need that as a reference sometimes. And in the middle of the night, you're like, oh, maybe I need some help figuring out what sail I can use now.
Another area where a crossover chart can be useful is when you're purchasing your sails, or maybe you're looking to add to your sail inventory. The chart helps to visualize maybe where you have gaps in your sail plan. So you might have a really good upwind setup and a really good downwind setup, maybe for trade wind sailing, but you might be lacking a good reaching sail. And by highlighting where each sail works on the chart, you can also see where you have a gap. I'll go a little more advanced and say, on the extreme spectrum for this chart would be a racing boat. So a racing sailboat is going to have up to 10 sails possibly on a small, even just 40-footer. And their sail selection chart looks extremely busy because on a racing sailboat, each sail is built for a really narrow wind range and condition. And thus it's really important for racers to have the chart defined and they can clearly see where their gaps are. The antithesis, a cruising boat, we're not racers. Our sails are built to withstand broad ranges of wind conditions. So hence why our 3 common sails on cruising boats today is our main and jib, screecher or code 0 of some sort, and then a spinnaker. So why is our main and code 0 our favorite sail?
Yeah, the performance you can get out of it, and you're also usually beam reaching, so that's your fastest point of sail. Yeah, it's so versatile in the range of wind angle and also the durability of that sail particularly. It can withstand a lot more wind than your spinnaker, and it's it's just so much fun.
And I would also say on the lighter wind side, in really light wind
yeah,
conditions,
for
the
sure.
material is much lighter than, say, a cruising, heavy jib or even Genoa. So it stays up and inflated in even like the lightest little
Yeah,
breath.
we're doing like 3 knots and 3 knots of wind.
Yeah, that is some of the best sailing moments are with
Yeah.
that Code Zero.